Telugu Titans.
That
Jersey
chain
number 7
worked
out.
very well. See Arun in the company of Surinder, if I'm not mistaken, were very, very quick. Have a look at that. For a moment, they lost that chain as well. But well done to these two individuals. Never gave in, which means Rohit Gulia will have to sit and watch this contest.
Good to see. 5 to Telugu Titans, 5 to Haryana Steelers. Mohit, right here, part of this chain. And Kandola is a part of the chain on the left. Also, who is there in the left corner, ladies and gentlemen? Surinder Nada, the man who started with you, Mumba. For a moment, went to the Bulls. Come back to Haryana Steelers.
It's Vikas Kandola who has come into raid. Two key figures in that setup of Haryana Steelers. One, the raider, and Vikas Kandola. He needs to be available on the mat, and that is why I'm talking about him as a key figure. Look at the number of Super 10s he has got in his career, and Surinder Nada. As a defender, he needs to be active, because I think the last game he was on and off was Surinder Nada.
Yeah, and he can get to the best. When he can get to the best, that's where these youngsters derive inspiration from. You will win some, you lose some, but keep believing in your ability. Siddharth Desai, 217 rate points. PKL 7 is what we are looking at. 10 Super 10s we are looking at. He was at his best in Season 6 when he was big, huge, dynamic, was devoid of injuries. Injuries take a lot out of the man. Your knee, for instance.
My knee, my ankle, my back, you can name it. But yeah, it does. It does seriously dents your confidence, but not that man's confidence, has it? Just in the nick of time. That is excellent defense.
1 point.
For a moment, I thought Vikas Kandola had done all right. Probably his hands were in the air. Look at this.
And when he fell, he would have prayed, "Oh Almighty, why did you not give me a height 6 inches more, probably a hand 3 inches longer?"
Is that a jersey pull? Is that something that they would look at? No, I thought for a moment there was a bit of a jersey pull. Super tackle on.
And a do-or-die raid, which clearly means you will have to wait, but not for long. The moment he goes into the corner, the other side has to bounce. They do! Just that! Fire with fire, showing their ire. Bahubali on the bench. Steelers have 2 from the super tackle.
Well done to Ravi Kumar, but for a moment I thought he had it relatively easy because there was still some time left in that raid. I just got a feeling Siddharth Desai rushed into this raid.
Ravi anticipated that kick well. He anticipated it well. He was ready. He was not crouching low. Had he been crouching low, he would have hit it. Dupki! Dupki! And he drowns the opponents. Ladies and gentlemen, it might not be Pardeep Narwal, but it is this young braveheart from Haryana, Meetu. Are these signs of a big player in the making?
Could well be.
2 points,
And I
Haryana
think the signs
Steelers.
of a good player
Number 5 and 55 out.
is the fact that they can surprise so many. Because if you look at the chain, thus far, they've been able to handle the blocks all right. But that Dupki was outstanding. See Arun and Surinder both need to go out.
The other one too. He actually touched him by the time the hand had crossed the midline. 3-point lead for Haryana Steelers. But mind you, Telugu Titans are not too far behind. Yes, we've seen a lot of skills. And when you try that kick to the corner, however experienced you might be, RK, will always be in 2 minds whether to anticipate the toe touch or the kick. And the stance for the corner for either of the two is different.
1 versus 4. Bonus not available. Bonus Rumba is only active and you've got 6 or more defenders on the map. That's the black line that I'm talking about. Good attempt at a toe touch against Sandeep Kandola. Is Meetu, who had a fantastic raid the last time around.
Qualities of a good raider always. The first thing I see, quick feet, fast hands. Does he have it? Yes, he has it. Rohit, does he have it at the moment? No, he doesn't have it. And that's the reason. Legend, yes. But done, dusted, buried, history, past is done. You need to do something today. You need to perform in Season 8. There he comes. And as you mentioned, RK, a short while back, he doesn't venture deep because he does not have the confidence to venture.
It's also important that he picks up points, touch points, to get back Siddharth Bahubali Desai. That's going to be critical because Siddharth over the last couple of games has managed to pick up points, but he hasn't had the support here. And the next is going to be a do-or-die raid, if I'm not mistaken, for Telugu Titans.
You are seldom mistaken. That defense is not mistaken either, unless an error has happened from their best defender. And that happens to be the baby-faced assassin of Season 2, who's now a gigantic figure. Sandeep Kandola, have you made an error there?
Looks like he's entered those orange zones.
88, number 88.
Yeah, it looks like that. That's why he was disappointed even after a fine tackle. He stepped out of bounds, which means it's the defender who needs to go back to the bench
Raider
and not the
safe, 1
raider.
point Haryana Steelers. Jersey number 88 out.
That slight bit of luck there. Oh, you know, this is a game of millimeters. Millimeters. Sandeep Kandola normally does not make that error. Very experienced, and I've quite liked the look of him. Very certain, very decisive, very accurate, knows which battle to be a part of, which to evade.
Bonus point Telugu Titans.
Bonus point for Telugu Titans. Now, it's a super tackle opportunity here. Ruturaj on the far corner. There is Rohit. Probably that's the best place to pick up a point. That's what Vikas Kandola is thinking. He's not a do-or-die raid. Exactly what I was talking about. Rohit is your best opportunity to pick up a point. Has he been ushered off though?
Raider out.
I think Ruturaj Koravi just about did enough.
Super tackle 2 points Telugu Titans.
You know that wild charge. Super tackle is what they've got. Will he contest it? Is the question. Now, first we'll take a look at this one.
Wait,
There
wait.
comes the wild charge from
Wait,
Ruturaj
wait.
Koravi. Produces. Oh, I think he just
wait.
will have a point. I think the
Wait,
Raider has a
wait,
serious
wait.
say there.
Look fairly clear.
You wait, outside, please.
He's made it.
Sir, please.
There's a review. That is why Vikas Kandola is so sure about it.
Please come.
Super tackle वाला बाहर.
Up your challenge. 1 point. Raider safe, Raider out.
Domination.
Raider out. Each one. Okay, 1 point. TV umpire. Haryana Steelers challenge. 1 point each. Our decision. Raider out. Super tackle. 2 points.
Is safe is what Haryana Steelers should be asking. Because if the Raider is safe, then obviously the defenders go out.
Well said, well explained, Akhil. And there he goes. He gets the touch. Yes, he has all the right to use the lobbies. He does. Ruturaj comes. The hand comes from inside, and some part of his body is within the tram lines, is in the lobbies. This will give you a clear-cut view of what RK is talking about. He has the touch, enters the lobbies, no fault about this. Okay, now the hand slides in from inside. That's fine. He should be in. Those 2 points need to be snatched away. But, you know what? This is what we are thinking. Verdict comes now.
Yes. Okay. Raider out and then but okay. Review successful. Super tackle 2-1. Captain, you have a
But
return
I
your review.
wonder, was that the review from Haryana? Haryana actually were contesting
Substitution
about...
Telugu Titans.
Okay, now this is how it stands. There are
Two
certain
out.
things because
Please go.
the TV umpire have...
1 in.
They've got extra views to see, extra angles to see from the box. So I think there's something that we missed out on RK. 11 to Haryana Steelers, 9 to Telugu Titans.
8.5 minutes. Bonus available at the moment for Siddharth Desai, but I think he's looking more for a touch point than a bonus. He attempted one there. I'm not too sure if that is a bonus.
You know, very quickly he can change the proceedings. He's very capable, he's very
Bonus
powerful,
point,
he's very
Telugu
good, picks up a
Titans.
bonus. He's relying on things that normally you wouldn't expect him to. You want to see a robust Bahubali. He's doing, Meetu does well. The kick is big. Don't just go for the height. Oh, out of the bounds is he? Adarsh. And then he gets the other one too.
Raider safe 2 points Haryana Steelers.
Terrific raid, this one.
They are a far superior side
3
today.
points Haryana Steelers. All out Telugu Titans.
That is classic Surinder Nada. Unless you're absolutely sure, let's not get into it. Unlike the last game that he played. Have a look at that. He hesitated for a moment, then realized there was an opportunity. Comes in contact with the Raider, Siddharth Desai, and picks him up.
When you go for it wholeheartedly, or stay away from it blissfully, uninterested. You should look. That is the certainty that you were talking about. Surinder Nada brings in the experience. Oh, weak. Ruturaj Koravi says, no.
Bonus point, Haryana
Still
Steelers.
picks up the bonus, lead increases.
One big plus for Haryana Steelers is the fact that Surinder Nada has been active on the mat throughout. I don't think he's been picked up so far. The reason why I keep going back to that point. That was
Bonus
close.
point,
That was
Telugu
close.
Titans.
Has he got a bonus? Yes, he's got a bonus.
Yeah, and that's the way, perfect way to one, keep the scoreboard moving, two, to keep evading the do-or-die raid. The teams just do that. Ah, well done. Haryana Steelers are on a different planet today.
Rohit Gulia should have picked up
Haryana
Ruturaj
Steelers,
Koravi even the
jersey
last
number
time around he
12
raided. But he missed out on that. Again, he's gone in for his man and he's picked it up easily, this one, with a hand touch.
How about the finesse? How about the balance? How about the escaping skills? Skills that we speak about in this game. 463 rate points. He is a gigantic figure and he has a big kick as well. He's got three variants of it. Surinder Nada is not falling for the trap. Tries the kick. Gets the kick. Gets the kick, I believe, on jersey number 12 as he...
It's a bit of a comeback here. For a moment I thought from Telugu Titans, but then Haryana Steelers just maintaining that edge. Could be a game of bonuses for the next couple of raids. Maybe has he picked up a bonus? I think what he's doing is, Siddharth Desai, he's just going towards a Surinder Nada, who he knows is going to play carefully, and then tries to go for that right cover because of his reach. Surinder Nada retreats, the right cover comes forward, and then he uses his reach to pick up a point or two.
Putting his 7th rate today. From the previous 6, he has a 100% record, so to say. Why do we say so? 6 rate points already. 100% record. When he tackled twice as well. Takes one more. Ruturaj Koravi. Stop gifting points. Stop being generous.
Raider says 1 point.
For a moment,
Haryana
Ruturaj
Steelers,
Koravi was
jersey
actually
number
running
12
along with the
out.
Raider towards that midline. Have a look at that as a replay. Even before that, we'll just look at the Vivo Perfect fans enjoying themselves from the comforts of wherever they are.
Yeah, I mean, yes, we are playing behind closed doors. And when will they close the door on him? They did it 3 days ago when he came into raid, and all out was inflicted on Bahubali and boys.
Bonus point, Telugu Titans.
Bonus is what he gets, and very smartly he has inched to 8 rate points tonight. He's not looked bad at all. Yes, he's not been at his destructive best, but you will not have those nights every single day. It's not easy to replicate those performances. Kandola has taken a point already, is what I believe. RK, what do you think?
No, I think he's just missed it. He's just missed it. I thought he had gotten Surinder. Oh, yeah, I thought he had gotten Surinder for a moment, but that was not to be. Eventually, Vikas Kandola goes back to the bench.
But yes, that just might be a joy to enjoy for a very short while there. One line of defense, second line of defense, third line of defense. Surinder jumping and making sure that he ends him there, and then Bahubali comes. My eyes are transfixed on Ravi, but at the far corner, their captain is yelling at them and saying, hold on, only go for him when you are very, very certain, because he has the power to drag you down. There are, as you say, this is a thumping statement against the mighty Bahubali.
Bonus point, Telugu Titans. 1 point, Haryana Steelers.
It's a guessing game that Haryana Steelers are winning at the moment. Exactly what I was talking about. He tries to go towards Surinder Nada, pushes him deep, and then goes towards the right side of the defense of Haryana Steelers. But this time, it wasn't successful.
Oh, well done, Ravi. Ravi's balanced there to just take that force coming in from that barging back Raider, and that too from Bahubali, not easy. 23 Haryana Steelers, 1 versus 5. One man is hardly interested. He's just watching this evening. He's not even moving. He's just taking a look. He says, this is not my job. You guys do your duty. I'll go and trade.
Could be the last raid of this half. 23-18 in favour of Haryana Steelers. No, nothing at all. Nothing at all. Fairly quiet. Bonus is active. He might want to get that bonus because he knows Surinder Nada is going to go back. Has he picked up a bonus? Has he reduced that gap to 4?
Bonus point,
Yeah, that's what
Telugu
Rakesh
Titans.
Gowda has done.
Smartly so. That is the end of the first 20 of game number 2 on day number 7.
Half
Vivo Pro
time,
Kabaddi
change the
season
call.
8. What a fabulous encounter. Yes, Haryana Steelers have the lead, but it's not a big lead. It's a lead that can be wiped out in one single raid because the other side has a Bahubali who can be destructive any moment. But the first 20 have been very intriguing and fascinating.
Very intriguing, but a familiar storyline is building up. Siddharth Desai does his job, as he has done in the first 20. The next best raider is again Rakesh Gowda, who's only picked up 3. As opposed to Haryana's fielders, Rohit Gulia has picked up 7. Neetu has picked up 4. Vikas Kandola is conspicuous by his absence, but they haven't felt it so much because the others have supported. What about tomorrow? Dabang Delhi KC, Naveen Express up against Maninder's Bengal Warriors. That should be a wonderful contest. Hardeep Narwal, will he bounce back from the disappointment of the last game up against Gujarat Giants defence? We'll take a short break. We'll be back with lots more.
Vivo. कौन कहता है एंकल होल्ड करके सक्सेस नहीं पा सकते? रनिंग हैंड टच करके ड्रीम्स भी तो छुए जा सकते हैं। हर खेल कुछ सिखाता है, नए सपने दिखाता है। ड्रीम बिग, ड्रीम 11।
इस खेल में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व है और इसकी आदत पड़ सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
So, lab test from M5.
How's that?
अब लैब टेस्ट घर बैठे बैठे M5।
I'm fine thanks to M fine.
आज का ऑफिसर कैसे बनता है?
टॉक करके कोई रॉक करके बनता है ऑफिसर। कोई क्लिक से अपने लॉजिक से अपने बनता है ऑफिसर। ग्रूव से अपने हर मूव से अपने बनता है ऑफिसर।
जो स्मूथ वही बनता है ऑफिसर, जैसे हमारी ऑफिसर्स चॉइस पैकेज ड्रिंकिंग वाटर।
इस मिट्टी पे घर
पापा सब
बेटा, घर जिंदगी में एक ही बार बनता है। भरोसा रखिए, घर मजबूत ही बनेगा।
एक है मौका, इसमें सब लगाऊंगा। अपने इरादों से मजबूत एक घर बनाऊंगा।
भिजवाना सिर्फ अल्ट्राटेक ही।
अल्ट्राटेक ही क्यों?
आप ही ने तो कहा था कि घर जिंदगी में सिर्फ एक ही बार बनता है।
घर एक, मौका एक, इसलिए सीमेंट भी देश का नंबर 1। अल्ट्राटेक, इंडियाज नंबर 1 सीमेंट।
For 29 years, our first Test Series win in South Africa has eluded us. After such a long wait, can Team India quench their first cup thirst? Believe in blue as India chase history in South Africa.
The heat is on in the final round.
And the winner is Sargon!
क्यों मजा नहीं आया? जीतने का असली मजा तो 823 पे आता है। डाउनलोड फ्रॉम 823.com।
इस खेल में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व है और इसकी आदत पड़ सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
मैं तुम्हारी टीचर हूँ। तुम्हारा दिल बहलाना मेरा काम नहीं है। मेरा काम तुम्हें जिताना है। तुम्हें क्या लगता है एग्जाम सिर्फ तुम्हारा होगा? मेरा भी होगा।
मैं आकाश बायजूस हूँ। क्लास में, घर पे, जेईई और नीट की जीत की ट्रेनिंग। आकाश बायजूस, विजयी भव। डाउनलोड द आकाश ऐप।
Vivo.
प्रेम कार है मेरी।
म्यूचुअल फंड से ड्रीम का अपना गोल बना ले।
तो पैसे नहीं यार मेरे पास।
देख, लाइफ में तेरा जो भी गोल हो, बड़ा या छोटा, उसके लिए हर महीने अलग अलग एसआईपी में इन्वेस्ट कर। जितना बड़ा गोल उतना बड़ा अमाउंट।
The fascinating company of RK. We've got big stories there.
Yeah, story number 1, Bahubali Siddharth Desai, again the lone warrior for Telugu Titans there. 9 great points. Telugu defense again failing to impress, just 3 tackle points on the board. Vikas Kandola failing, but just as opposed to what Telugu Titans are all about, these guys, as in Haryana Steelers, have got 3 quality raiders and the 2 are supporting Vikas Kandola very well. That's the story over the first 20 minutes.
Oh yes, and looking at than that. Clearly, you talk about the Bahubali. We've taken a look at what all transpired there. Surendra Nada was the one who's actually keeping everybody quiet. Bahubali has had 9 great points so far, sometimes through force and brutality, sometimes through his finesse and class. He was showing and mixing his class, and, well, one shot of a well-deserved Super 10 already, and I'll get 20 minutes left.
Absolutely. But again, this is one reason why they've done all right, is Rohit Gulia, because he's taken on the defense of Telugu Titans. He's struggled, he's fought hard, he's picked up those points in the absence of, well, when I say in the absence of Vikas Kandola's points, so to speak, because he's only at 5 raids, is Vikas Kandola. Just one point there.
Yeah, he'll change the proceedings. We'll get to see a better looking Vikas Kandola. Somebody who's got 28 points in the previous 2 games so far. There! Ushered him off. Rakesh Gowda might be asking for points, but that is a fantastic looking dash. He wins the clash.
There's one there, straight away. Excellent effort. That ball is all right. There's no Siddharth Desai active.
Gone for some medical treatment is the news that we are getting. His wrist is a concern?
Yeah, his wrist was a concern. We just did observe that in the first half. There was one of those raids when he went for that extended hand touch and he was holding his wrist, wincing in pain, probably just wanted to get that sorted. His left wrist.
And this is the injury. And previous game we also saw that his shoulder was located. You know, champions wear their bruises with pride, but sometimes, you know, it keeps you hurting and it plays at the back of your mind. You're never 100% able to concentrate.
Yeah, all these sportsmen play with injuries, don't they? I mean, I don't think there is a sportsman who plays without a niggle. There's got to be some part of your body aching all the time. That's the life of a professional sportsman anyway.
Absolutely, well said. You have to just put it in the back burner, not think about it till the time that you cannot think about it, and keep doing what the clock does. Keep moving. Clock is something he'll have to have his eyes on at the moment. Now he goes back, uses 24 seconds, and tries for a point, hasn't got it, but they still have the lead, 5-point lead. Bahubali is still not there, so this is the time when they can increase the lead.
And also, this is the point where Telugu Titans support raiders will have to step up, because they haven't stepped out at all. Rakesh Gowda just 3 points, but this is a do-or-die raid. 1 against 4, no bonus available, no super tackle as well. Remember, because there are 4 defenders active on the mat. Surendra goes through, and Surendra lets him slip through as well.
2 points, please.
2 is what he's got.
Steelers. Jersey number
Meetu
5
actually
and 1 out.
finds the way through, sneaks the way through. And how? Now there, he realizes there's an opening there. Oh, well done. Well done. It was a half to feet. Rakesh Kumar is up in his arms.
Jersey number 55 out.
Wow, he's indicating that realizes could have been an error. I can't afford a second clean cut.
It's really early in this contest because there's still some distance to go. This is a do-or-die raid, but you're getting a feeling that Haryana Steelers could start running away with proceedings from here.
Can he convert the trial into triumph? Can he convert the test into testimony? Can he convert the mess into a message? I think he already has. He can take that bonus. They are more than happy to give the bonus. The reason is because bonus does not bring about a revival. You need a touch point for that. And now they go, only 2 men there. How well can they respond? Ankit Beniwal is one side. And on the other hand, it is a monster in Sandeep Kandola there. Smart thing that he does, Meetu. Goes to both. I don't think he's taking any risks, Karthik.
He's just testing the defense. He's picked up one. Now all of a sudden, you're getting to a point where Haryana Steelers could have a 10-point advantage over Telugu Titans. Yeah, maybe he can come in and pick up a bonus now. Is Telugu Titans?
Yeah, and look at the speed and the agility that he gets out of those clutches. Fraction of a second is all he needs.
Surendra Nada. Oh, is that an error? No, that was an insane backhold from Surendra Nada. For a moment, I thought he had left him loose, but he's picked him okay. Surendra Nada.
All out, Telugu Titans.
This is what we were talking about just a couple of minutes back.
All in.
Oh no, that grip very tight. Their defense very tight and the performance very bright. Haryana Steelers may not have won anything from the past two encounters, but their decisiveness today, their captain and his back holds today, one that you've just seen, one that he produced against the Bahubali, and that is the reason they're leading by 9 at the moment, and they might just extend the lead unless Bahubali comes back.
In.
He should be relatively pleased, is Rakesh Kumar. Good point that you're making about Surinder Nara, because he's been very calculated today. He's gone for 2 tackles, he's had 2 success. That's it. He hasn't tried anything extravagant. I think he's a quick learner from the last game. He's got the experience as well as Surinder Nara, doesn't he?
Sometimes we only talk about the tackle points. There are something called the assists as well. And the assists are far more important sometimes, because the first impression that you lay on the radar and the first touch is not as impressive, is not as solid. And then, because the assist is good, you are able to keep him into your own half. Okay, so this is a 10-point lead. Suddenly it's looking not impossible, but difficult for sure for Telugu Titans. But he's tall, he's lanky, he tries that bonus. Has he picked it? No, is the answer.
Straight away, Surinder Nara screened Meethu, because Meethu has been in that kind of form. 7 straight points. Rohit Gule has picked up 8, all right. You get a feeling that they are targeting Surinder, whether he plays that right corner position or the cover, but it's the left corner that is committed an error there. Sandeep Kandola is committing an error.
Has not been at his best today. Whatever he has touched, he has never got any benefits out of it. All efforts have been unsuccessful ones coming in from Sandeep Kandola, though that is not something that we see from him. Last 5 minutes, 8 points for Haryana Steelers, just 2 for Telugu Titans. They're still without the bye ball.
I wonder whether that error from Sandeep Kandola was more because of Surinder's patchy performance over the last couple of days.
Captain, please.
Control your team, or is that going to be a green card straight away?
Jersey number 1.
Surinder Nara, the captain. I think he was commenting on the bonus or the lack of it straight away. Was Surinder?
That is what I've been saying to all my teachers all my life. Sorry, then to my parents, sorry, then to my wife, sorry, then to my kids now, sorry.
The hierarchy just keeps growing, doesn't it?
11-point lead. And their Raiders have looked very, very good, very athletic, very agile, very certain, very decisive. And now that Hooter suggests only one thing for Telugu Titans, this is going to be the do-or-die raid, survival of the fittest. It will be quite a test. Surinder Nara, believe you me, is staying away, and for right reasons. Time is running. Raider is hurrying. The defense does not need to do any of that. Now he has to come back. Can he rely on the bonus is the big question. RK and I and all his commentators, we always say, now they have a say. But he has a bigger one. Those backtracking skills, and this is more than 2 is what I believe.
7-19.
Yeah, I kind of agree with the coach there. I thought
bonus
he picked up 3. There you go. Yes.
Titans, jersey number 7 and 18 out.
Again, Haryana Steelers might want to look back at their defense. They were so comfortably placed. I don't think they need to hurry up. But Ankit Beniwal just at the right time has picked up points. Ravi Kumar going all right. And the others coming in as well. Not too sure if that was needed.
Yep. Now, 8-point lead is never too big. Why do I say so? Because we see that lead getting erased every now and then. Every encounter on those triple days, RK, on those double-header days. I mean, we've seen that. So tight, neck and neck at the end. Yesterday we saw a tie in a game that ended in the last raid.
Already seen 2 ties, haven't we?
3.
Oh, that's well done. That's very, very well done.
Raider out, 1 point. Haryana Steelers.
This is the Haryana Steelers defense that we are used to seeing under the leadership of a Surinder Nara. They're just loving it.
Oh, that ankle hold is brave and bold, and the defense is worth gold, because timing is so much of prime importance there. You delay it, and delay means absolute disaster. Do or die raid, has to, scores! Yet again, Sandeep Kandola. What are you doing, sir?
Jersey number 88 out.
One way of looking at it is Meethu's excellent performance. He's on the verge of a Super 10 here. No questions about it. But the other way of looking at it is Haryana Steelers' defense has scored thrice the number of points that Telugu Titans' defense has scored. Just 3 for Telugu Titans. Close to 10 points now for Haryana Steelers' defense.
Good point that you make, RK. If you look at the rate points, I mean, they're similar. 18 rate points to Haryana Steelers, 18 rate points to Telugu Titans, and a brilliant point that you picked. And there's something called the other points as well. And they can come from jersey pulling, they can come from somebody stepping out somewhere. Now this stands to be at a very crucial juncture. We are inching closer to an all-out. Sorry, timeout.
9-point difference at the moment between the two sides, which means there is a chance to take a Dhani 1 Freedom strategic timeout.
शॉपिंग की पुश कर रहे हो, पेमेंट पुश करो ना। धनी 1 फ्रीडम कार्ड पे मिलता है 5 लाख तक एट 0 इंटरेस्ट। मतलब खरीदो अभी एंड पे लेटर इन 3 इजी पेमेंट्स। तो हो जाओ फ्री। डाउनलोड धनी।
The heat is on in the final round.
And the winner is Sargon!
क्यों मजा नहीं आया? जीतने का असली मजा तो 823 पे आता है। डाउनलोड फ्रॉम 823.com।
इस खेल में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व है और इसकी आदत पड़ सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Googly.
You have to talk about Tata Yoda, and same qualities, same analogies you can draw from the sport of Kabaddi, the game that gives us so many joyous moments, RK.
Joyous moments for the Tata A's top 3 defenders, dominated by Haryana Steelers there. Surendra Nada, 3 out of 3, 100% tackle strike rate. That's also critical. Ravi Kumar has picked up 3 tackle points. And then, of course, you have that lone representative from Telugu Titans, Siddharth with a couple of points. The tough move of the day, Siddharth Desai. This was brilliant. The back hold, very decisive one at that. I think this was the moment where an all-out was also inflicted on Telugu Titans.
And you know, coaching plays a very, very important role. Your coach plays a very important role. And they can be moments worth of gold. We'll come back and talk about that. But Rakesh Gowda here is enjoying that responsibility a whole lot more. This is his 11th raid. Had the Bahubali been on court, he would not be doing so.
Red is at 1 point, Telugu Titans.
That's a good point for Rakesh
out.
Gowda. Now, if something has to happen, it has to happen over the next 4.5 minutes. Otherwise, Haryana Steelers are running away with it. Good point. Good start. Bonus is available. Remember, 6 defenders active on the mat, which means Meetu can walk away with a bonus. There's a bit of a gap between. He's going to track now. He's gone for a biggie.
2 points.
2 points there for Meetu. He doesn't believe in bonuses. He just goes for the stud points.
2 points.
And plots them at will.
Jersey number 5
And with that,
and 1 out.
what he does is, he scores a well-deserved Super 10. They have 3 quality defenders. A short while back in the previous game, RK, we were making a point in the commentary box that Patna Pirates have 3 quality raiders. But now you speak about this team and you speak about the injury that the Bahubali is carrying. That's the reason at the moment you see the raider raiding. And Haryana Steelers know they have the lead. They have a very
Bonus
smart coach.
point, Telugu Titans.
Bonus point is something that they've got. Bonus point does not bring about a revival. They're down to 4 already.
Meethu's first Super 10. What an achievement. Fantastic. One to look forward to. One to look out for in the future. Just the confidence. He's had 15 raids. Just the confidence of his teammates to send him one raid after another. But just a quick one, Paddy. I think Telugu Titans, from where they are, if they recover, it's well and good for their fans. But I
Substitution,
fear
Haryana
going
Steelers.
forward, if Siddharth Desai is
Jersey
not going to
number
completely
88
recover,
out.
if it's going to be a recurring issue, then they are going to be in serious trouble as Telugu Titans going forward.
And till last season, you would see him with Patna Pirates in the green jersey. Here comes Ismail. And Rakesh is the smart coach. You know what? That's the reason we call him India's favourite son. With so many accomplishments. The Haryana awardee has won the Asian Games gold medal twice for the country. Led the country. Now they're leading the raider only to one side. Out you go with the dash. But he picks up a bonus before that.
1 point, Haryana Steelers.
And he's only watching it is Vikas Kandola. That tells you how much Haryana have, the depth of Haryana's raiding department. So 1 versus 3, a super tackle opportunity, a good opportunity for Telugu Titans defense to step up and stay relevant in this contest. They are missing, the defense is missing.
And he's intelligent also. He's not here to just go in and get bored. He realizes that there's no opportunity and there's no need. So he uses the 27 seconds out of the 30 seconds that you get in a raid. And you will get to see contrasting patterns of raids. They want to take it down to the do-or-die raid. Haryana Steelers will be more than happy to be putting in long raids. Coaching is something that we were talking about becomes so much important. And fine coach's corner.
उड़े करिए दो बैन, लेकिन उसने देख लिया सीधा खड़ा है, बैंड है, सीधा खड़ा है ना, तो बेशक उसका मार दिए, ना तो कोई जरूरत नहीं, वो पाचन आउट होगा, आउट नहीं होगा, तो मूवमेंट करे दिए बस, तो न मारना नहीं है, थर्ड रेड आओगी मारी, तेरी आओगी वो खाली मार खाओगा, नीचे तार गए ना, नीचे तार गए, और उसका मारी आगे, लेकिन आगे भागा ना, तो अपना बचाओ पहले, या दिमाग रख दिए, बचाओ पहले है, स्पीड ले गए.
Coach Rakesh was just saying one thing. Your safety should be of prime importance. Go, be active, be agile, try and just unsettle the defense. They may make an error. They may step out of the bounds with your sheer pace and velocity. But I don't want you to take any risks because we are in the driver's seat.
That's a do-or-die raid here. Oh, that was very, very close. I thought for a moment the defender had gone out of bounds, was Akash, but that is not to be. Just running out of time. Rohit Gulia under pressure. Just about running out of time. He needs to do something dramatic here. No, I think he needs to go back to the bench. Well defended. Super tackle
2
here.
points, Telugu Titans.
Because of the fact that the raider was out in a do-or-die raid. A couple of points there for the defense of Telugu Titans.
I wish to see a more interesting effort there. I mean, anyways, 2 points were there for. Good thing that he does is that he kills all the 30 seconds. That's the only good thing he does. But he ends up giving 2 points, RK. He should have ventured deep. He did not even venture deep. If you get caught, it's fine. All right, 7-point lead still. Now, the lead is narrowing down. The gap is being bridged.
1 point, Telugu Titans.
And I think Haryana
Jersey number
Steelers
9 out.
will breathe a huge sigh of relief because Surinder Nara was very close to being out there. Have a look at that. That kick almost got rid of Surinder Nara as well, but just a solitary point. Is there a mini comeback here? In the last 5 minutes, it's Telugu Titans that have scored twice the number of points that Haryana has.
Yeah, well said, RK. And now the under 5 minutes when it gets, I mean, this is the time when pressure does strange things to the human mind. Now, who is going to give it to the pressure? Who's going to sail through? Who's going to handle the pressure situations better? It is all going to come down to mental strength rather than skill and ability.
Right then, it's time now for another Dhani One Freedom strategic timeout. A tight contest still between sides.
कौन कहता है एंकल होल्ड करके सक्सेस नहीं पा सकते? रनिंग हैंड टच करके ड्रीम्स भी तो छुए जा सकते हैं। हर खेल कुछ सिखाता है, नए सपने दिखाता है। ड्रीम बिग, ड्रीम 11।
इस खेल में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व है और इसकी आदत पड़ सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
पहाड़ सामने आ जाए ये आगे बढ़ेगा, मौसम बदले पर ये ना झुकेगा। टाटा योद्धा, इसके मुकाबले में कोई नहीं टिक पाएगा। पावरफुल इंजन, मजबूत सस्पेंशन, बड़ी लोड बॉडी, ज्यादा कमाई और संपूर्ण सेवा का वादा। टाटा योद्धा, भरोसा हर कदम।
7 करोड़ खिलाड़ी, 100 से ज्यादा गेम्स और मैदान सिर्फ एक। विंजो, अपनी मनपसंद गेम्स खेलो और करोड़ों इनाम जीतो। डाउनलोड द ऐप फ्रॉम winzocgames.com।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम की संभावना है और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
शॉपिंग की पुश कर रहे हो, पेमेंट पुश करो ना। धनी वन फ्रीडम कार्ड पे मिलता है 5 लाख तक एट 0 इंटरेस्ट। मतलब खरीदो अभी एंड पे लेटर इन 3 इजी पेमेंट्स। तो हो जाओ फ्री। डाउनलोड धनी।
They are coming out of Dhani One Freedom strategic timeout, and this game is not over yet. Got 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Haryana Steelers might have a 6-point lead, but what we've seen the last 3-4 minutes of the game, Telugu Titans are coming back without the presence of the Bahubali. Vivo top 3 Raiders in Vivo PKL 8. Naveen Kumar 42, absolutely brilliant. Arjun Deshwal very promising. Pawan Sherawat, even if he plays to 40% RP, still features there.
God, that's 42. It's incredible numbers, really. Amazing effort. Right, and he's going to be featuring tomorrow in match number 1-7 in the evening. A repeat of last season's final, really. And then record breaker Pardeep Narwal, who would want to get back into some kind of form up against the defensive Gujarat Giants unit. That's match number 2. That's coming up tomorrow. But let's concentrate over the next 5 minutes or so. It's 37-31 in favor of Haryana Steelers.
Yeah. What is the intention? Now he comes, crosses the back line, does Mr. Beniwal, and goes back. Now expect Haryana Steelers to put long rates. You got 30 seconds, they lose 27, 20, sometimes even 29. And then head back. He's crossed the back line. The interest and the body language does not signify anything else other than the fact they're killing the time. Sometimes it can backfire.
Sometimes it can backfire, I agree, Paddy, but at the moment, I don't think they're going to afford a bonus as well. They're not going to concede a bonus because Haryana Steelers have only got 5 players active on the mat, so they are clearly playing on a do-or-die raid at the moment, is Telugu Titans. Now, that is a do-or-die raid. This is what Telugu Titans defense were waiting for.
And he should be telling himself, to hell with circumstances. I'm not here to fit into the world. I'm here to make a world of my very own. He's got the confidence of a Super 10 already. And he has the license to go for the kill as well. He gets it! Sandeep Kandola is having a sad and a sorry night.
Jersey number 88 out.
Is that the 3rd error that we can actually count with our hands, Sandeep Kandola? Too many of those.
Yeah, RK, if I can just add 2 more to the 3 that you're mentioning. 5 in all for him. Another do-or-die raid, and Haryana Steelers picks up a bonus. Oh, he gets it, finally.
Telugu Titans.
6 points, the difference. But the good thing is, again, they can spend enough time. Is Mitu. He doesn't have to hurry because the last one was a do-or-die raid for Haryana Steelers. He picked up a point. Arun is in one corner. Akash is in another corner. But I'm just worried about Surinder. Is he going to go for Surinder? Ooh, that's what I was worried about. For a moment he was going to go for Surinder. That's exactly what happened.
Uses 28 to be very precise.
Timeout.
Timeout has been
Steelers.
called for Haryana Steelers. 6-point lead for them already. And fine, coach's corner. Straight away, let's delve into it.
में देखेंगे, भगवान करे किस्मत है तो देखेंगे उनका कितना रेड हो गया। हमारा तो 3rd हमारा आएगा।
बोनस लेके आया ना सर।
हाँ
बोनस लेके ना फर्स्ट रेड है ये, उनका फर्स्ट रेड हो गया, हमारा फर्स्ट है।
ओके, लेकिन उसमें क्या भरोसा, एक चला गया तो तेरा तू बोनस मारना है, लेकिन वो चिढ़ रहा है तो बोनस मुझसे आएगा, बोनस मारना।
interesting conversations going on there. We'll come back to that later. For the moment, just enjoy that he comes here and he has to do the damage because time is something that they don't have. Lead is something that they don't have. If they have anything, it's the definitely Surinder Nada, stay away. He picks up a bonus. Smart thing. Comes back. 5-point lead, RK.
I think Rakesh Kumar wants his side to be slightly more aggressive. You're getting a feeling that Haryana Steelers is letting things go by, banking on the 5-point advantage that they have now. It'll be useful to get a point, a touch point. Surinder, no, yes, and that's a bit of a help that has come through. That's a big point.
Telugu Titans.
For Telugu Titans.
Look at the two things there. This is good defending. They waited. The radar, not good rating, but time left is now under 2 minutes. I see 4 more raids minimum coming after this one. And the gap between the two teams is 4 points. Does he have the luxury? Ankit Beniwal of picking up a bonus? The answer is no. Defense is doing good. Surinder Nada and company have got it. That diving ankle hold was absolutely worth a goal by Ravi.
That momentary hesitation from Ankit Beniwal is what cost them the point. Because Surinder Nada again laid a trap. On a couple of occasions he acted as though he's going to go for it. That hesitation there, that was enough for the right corner to do the job, and then the support arriving in time.
He was then sandwiched properly. He was properly washed and thoroughly rinsed. 5-point lead, Arcade. You think they have it in the kitty now? Even now, you might have some suspense.
No, I think Haryana Steelers have done it. My feeling is Haryana Steelers have done it. I mean, the only thing that could have created a flutter is they might have been tempted into thinking, how is it that we have let the lead slip away despite a Siddharth Desai not being active at all in this contest?
Very crucial point that you make, buddy. Very crucial point. And there comes Beniwal. Beniwal comes. Beniwal goes back. And you know what? It's not just the 1 point that he's taken. Only 7-8 seconds is what he has used. Time is of prime essence at the moment. This game is not over yet.
Smart work from Haryana Steelers. They've only conceded 1 point. They haven't lost their head, which means now you're going to take 30 seconds. That's what he's going to do. As simple as that. Rohit Dulia. Don't think it's a do-or-die raid as well. Even if it were, he can still afford to take those 30 seconds. He's just going to relax. If you want to take a chance, Telugu Titans, you can take a chance. But Rohit Dulia is just going to stand there. The next raid is going to be a swift one from Telugu Titans.
And I think all you need to do is somebody stand there, give him a point, push him back, give him a point. Yeah, let him drag you. Fine, that's fine. Now you go. You go there, you kill all 30 seconds. Be there, don't come to your half. You'll give a point, you'll win the match. Use 30 seconds. Run the clock out. Tries the kick, gets back, and by the time you know what? But he held him for good 2 seconds. Those 2 seconds are going to be crucial now. Stay there.
Just of academic interest, this is a do-or-die raid as well. I mean, it would have mattered really if it had been during any other part of the game, but during this part of the game, in any case, Haryana Steelers have decided this is going to be the last raid of this encounter.
Somebody should push him back. Give a point. Take a chance. I mean, you never know. Crazy things have happened in the past. You are playing into their hands. He's fine. He's fine. Do we have some time left? It's over. It's over.
1 point, Telugu Titans.
You know what? I thought that was straight from the textbook of Surinder Gill. He just waited and waited and waited, straight away went through and tried to pick up a bonus. I think it was more a bonus that should have been awarded to one side. The other side picks up a point. I think that's what they're appealing for, bonus. Please probably.
Come. Bonus, please
sir.
Come.
Yes, sir. Bonus.
What your challenge?
Bonus, sir. Red
bonus.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please go back. TV Empire, Haryana Steelers challenge, bonus, our decision, no bonus, red or out. Please review.
Straight from the script of Surinder Gill, who was a champion, who was a mastermind a couple of nights back. But this, whether it's a bonus or not, Haryana Steelers have stolen a march on Telugu Titans.
We'll take a look at it nevertheless. Yes. Yes. When he crosses that black line, there, it was a bonus. He touches the black line, but later. When he plants the toe, the foot is up in the air, and when he slides it further, the foot is down. So, I think even if they don't get it, the match is solved, but this is just for academic interest, as you mentioned. A score difference makes a role. Tiny, but it does. the foot, if that is where you finish it, then it's a bonus. The moment he lands the heel, it's on the black line.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Review one successful, no bonus, raider out, 1 point, Telugu Titans. Captain,
1 point, Telugu Titans.
What that does is, it stays how it is. Stays at 39-37.
Please come, assistant coach, please. Card dikhao.
Yeah, some card is being discussed.
Got to do your duty. And just the final milliseconds, the assistant coach has gotten the card, if I'm not mistaken. But as far as the game is concerned, it's Telugu Titans that have lost out another contest. Haryana Steelers finally grab a win, get a win under their belt. They've had a couple of close contests, and good to see them bounce back with a win.
They looked up at the skies with folded hands and said, thank you so much. This is their first win. They've lost narrow encounters. They've won very narrowly either today. So, this is the class side, Barake. When you win sometimes, there are so many issues that get brushed under the carpet. They need to address that problem, that they let that lead slip despite the fact that Bahubali was not there.
Yeah, true. And Telugu Titans fans on the other side might be wondering, despite the absence of Siddharth Desai, they put on a bit of a show. But this man on your screen did exceptionally well. Me too, with 12 raid points on the night. Rohit Gulia, a class supporting act with 8. And you didn't see Vikas Kandola for most parts of the game.
What does that do to the points table? Haryana Steelers, who were right at the bottom before the encounter, now they are at 8. At number 2 are Patna Pirates, and with 11 points, 2 wins, 1 loss. Bengal Warriors, the defending champions, at 3. Dabang Delhi. That's because the Naveen Express makes up for the deficiencies of the defense. The defense is so generous, giving points all the time. Puneri Paltan are at the bottom. Tamil Talaivas, which till yesterday, or the day before, were at number 12, find themselves at 10.
Slowly, you also concentrate on this score difference. -22, Puneri Paltan getting